7 until the moon is no more, Cook's commentary says. This passage is important as showing that the idea of a king whose reign should last to the end of time was distinctly present to the psalmist's mind. It determines the messianic character of the whole composition. And on verse 8, he remarks, the kingdom was to be universal, extending to the ends of the earth. The extension of the Israelite realm under David and Solomon was sufficient to suggest the hope, and might be regarded by the psalmist as a pledge of its realization, but taken in connection with the preceding verses this declaration is strictly messianic. The prophet Micah, in a prophecy almost universally accepted as messianic, drew on the circumstance described in Solomon's reign, that Judah and Israel continued to dwell in security, everyone under his own vine and under his own fig tree. All the days of Solomon. 1 Kai 4. 25. Mik 4. 4 Zechariah's prophecy Zech 9. 9, 10 quotes Psalm 72. 8, and Matthew applies Zechariah's prophecy to Jesus Christ. Mount 21. 4, 5. Son. The Hebrew word ben and the Greek word hu-middle-os, both meaning son, are often used in a sense broader than merely to designate one's immediate male offspring. Son may mean adopted son x2. 10. Job 1. 45, a descendant such as a grandson or great-grandson x1. 7. 2 ch 35. 14. J 35. 16. Mount 12. 23, or a son-in-law. Compare 1 ch 3. 17 and Lu 3. 27 Shealtiel was evidently the son of Jeconiah and the son-in-law of Neri. Lu 3. 23, Joseph, son of Heli, evidently the son-in-law in this phrase hu-middle-os, son, does not appear in the Greek text, but is understood. Men were often identified or distinguished by their father's name or that of a more distant forefather, as, David the son of Jesse. 1 Sir 22. 7, 9 The Hebrew and Aramaic words ben and bar, son, were frequently attached as prefixes to the father's name, giving the son a surname, as Bar Jesus meaning son of Jesus. Act 13. 6 Some versions leave the prefix untranslated. Others translate it in most cases. Some give the translation in the margin. Or the prefix may be attached to the name, because of the circumstances surrounding the birth of the child, as Ben-Ami, meaning son of my people that is, relatives, and not the son of foreigners. Or Benoni, meaning son of my mourning, Benjamin being surnamed by his dying mother Rachel. GE 19. 38. 35. 18. Additionally, the word sons frequently serves a descriptive purpose, as Orientals literally, sons of the East 1 Kai 4. 30. Job 1. 3, FTN. Anointed ones literally, sons of the oil Zech 4. 14, FTN. Members sons of occupational classes, as, sons of the prophets 1 Kai 20. 35 or, a member son of the ointment mixes any 3. 8. Returned exiles sons of the exile as 10. 7, 16, FTN. Good for nothing men, scoundrels sons of Belial 1 Sir 2. 12, FTN. Those who pursue a certain course of conduct, or who manifest a certain characteristic, are designated by such expressions as sons of the Most High, sons of light and sons of day, sons of the kingdom, sons of the wicked one, son of the devil, sons of disobedience. Lu 6. 35. 1 th 5. 5. Mount 13. 38. Act 13. 10. F2. 2 So, 2, with the judgment or outcome that corresponds to the characteristic, as, a subject for Gehenna literally, o textoi acute miritra longo, Song 994 1. 5-11 In due time the angel Gabriel announced to Mary, a virgin girl of the tribe of Judah, that she was a highly favored one, adding, You will conceive in your womb and give birth to a son, and you are to call his name Jesus. This one will be great and will be called Son of the Most High. And Jehovah God will give him the throne of David his father. Lu 1. 28, 31, 32. Song. A composition including music and words. A poetic composition. See music. About 1/10 of the entire Bible is song, the foremost examples being the Psalms, the Song of Solomon, and Lamentations. While the scriptures do refer to secular songs, songs of contempt and of seduction, the majority of the Bible's some 300 references to the subject relate to the worship of Jehovah God. In the main, singing is associated with joy, as when the disciple James wrote, "Is there anyone in good spirits? Let him sing psalm songs of praise to God." Just 5. 13 songs expressing sorrow might more properly be termed dirges. 8. 10. Sea dirge. The first song recorded in the Bible was that sung by Moses and the men of Israel, to which Miriam and the women responded, upon their deliverance at the Red Sea. Acts 15. 1-21 Among others are Moses' farewell song, Deborah and Barak's victory song, and David's dirge lamenting the death of Saul and David's dear friend Jonathan. 31. 30. 32. 1-43. JG 5. 1-31. 2-1. 17-27 Additional compositions of David include at least 73 of the Psalms. The Bible also refers to the Song of Jehovah, mentioned in connection with Hezekiah's restoration of pure worship, as well as the Song of Moses and the Lamb. 2ch 29. 27. 15. 3, 4. References to a new song appear not only in the Psalms, but also in the writings of Isaiah and the Apostle John. PS 33. 3. 40. 3. 96. 1. 98. 1. 144. 9. 149. 1. Isra 42. 10. 5. 9. 14. 3. An examination of the context surrounding most occurrences of the expression new song reveals that such is sung because of a new development in Jehovah's exercise of his universal sovereignty, as joyfully proclaimed in Psalm 96. 10. Jehovah himself has become king. The new developments in Jehovah's extension of his kingship, as well as what these signify for heaven and earth, appear to be the subject of this new song. PS 96. 11-13. 98. 9. Isra 42. 10, 13. Song of Solomon, a poetic book of the Hebrew scriptures that tells of the unswerving love of a Shulamite girl, a country girl from Shunem, or Shulam for a shepherd boy, and King Solomon's unsuccessful attempt to capture her love. The opening words of the Hebrew text designate this poem as the Song of Songs, that is, a superlative song, the most beautiful, the most excellent song. CNWFTN on title. It is but one song and not a collection of songs. At the outset Solomon is identified as the writer. 1. One internal evidence agrees with this, for it reveals the writer to have been one who was well acquainted with God's creation, as was Solomon. 1 Kai 4. 29-33 Repeatedly plants, animals, precious stones, and metals figure in the vivid imagery of the book. 1. 12-14, 17. 2. 1, 3, 7, 9, 12-15. 4. 8, 13, 14. 5. 11-15. 7. 2, 3, 7, 8, 11-13 The writer, as would be expected from a king like Solomon, was very familiar with the land inhabited by the Israelites. The coastal plain. The low plains 2. 1. The mountain ranges of Lebanon, Hermon, and Lebanon, and Carmel 4. 8. 7. 5. The vineyards of Engedi 1. 14. And the pools in Heshbon, by the gate of Bath-rabbim 7. 4. The poem was composed when Solomon had 60 queens and 80 concubines. 6. 8. This points to the earlier part of his 40-year reign, 1,037,998 BCE, since Solomon finally came to have 700 wives and 300 concubines. 1K11. 3. The expressions of endearment contained in the Song of Solomon may seem very unusual to the Western reader. But it should be remembered that the setting for this song is in Oriental one of about O text to acute miritra longo. Song of Solomon, the 995 Shulamite tried to protect her from temptation. Therefore, when she wanted to accept her lover's invitation to join him in viewing the beauties of early spring too. 8-14, they became angry with her and, taking advantage of the seasonal need, appointed her to guard the vineyards against the depredations of the little foxes. 1. 6. 2. 15. Exposed to the sun's rays, the Shulamite lost the fairness of her skin. 1. 5, 6. Later, while on her way to the garden of nut trees, she unintentionally came upon the encampment of King Solomon. 6. 11, 12. Either seen there by the king himself or noticed by someone else and then recommended to him, the Shulamite was brought to Solomon's camp. King Solomon made known his admiration for her, but she felt no attraction for him and voiced a longing for her shepherd lover. 1. 2-4, 7. The daughters of Jerusalem therefore recommended that she leave the camp and find her lover. 1. 8. Solomon, however, was unwilling to let her go and began praising her beauty, promising to fashion circlets of gold and studs of silver for her. 1. 9-11. The Shulamite then informed the king that the object of her love was someone else. 1. 12-14. Thereafter the Shulamite's shepherd lover came to Solomon's camp and voiced his affection for her. She, too, assured him of her love. 1. 15. 2. When speaking to the daughters of Jerusalem, the Shulamite compared her lover to a fruit tree among the trees of the forest and solemnly charged them by what was